Good morning. This is Dr. S. Subalakshmi, an assistant professor in the Department of Mathematics, SNS College of Technology. Today, we are going to perform a design thinking approach on one-way analysis of variance. So, what is analysis of variance? We have already seen many classes regarding the same. Analysis of variance is a part of statistics. Now, we are going to see a design thinking approach on one-way ANOVA. So, in this, we are going to see two conditions like retail and in medicine field. The two of which are as follows. The first scenario will be under the retail condition and the second scenario will be on the medicine field. So this is our real world scenario through design thinking on one-way ANOVA. So we have our students to perform the cases.
Now I am going to explain design thinking framework overview. Design thinking framework overview: empathize, design, ideate, prototype, and test. Empathize: understand user needs, define clearly, state the problem, ideate, brainstorm potential solutions. Prototype: develop experiment or test, we analyze and then interpret results.
So we are going to implement all these types, all these steps in our retail and medicine field. Next slide. This is our scenario 1. The scenario 1 comes under the retail marketing, wherein empathizing thing is.
Empathize thinks is managers are unsure which marketing strategy yields highest weekly sales.
So this is our empathizing statement, which is our problem statement, wherein we have got a problem statement that managers are unsure which marketing strategy yields the highest weekly sales. We are going to find the highest weekly sales for the marketing strategy. So we are going to define the problem, the second step.
Define the problem. Which of the three strategies, social media, email, in-store, drives the best sales performance?
So we are going to define the problem as whether the social media performs well or email condition performs well or the in-store performance performs well for increase in the sales. We are going to do that. Third step.
The ideate is use consistent promotions. Apply 3 different marketing methods.
In the ideation process, we are going to use the consistent promotions method, wherein we will be applying in all of the platforms given earlier or studied earlier. And also, we are going to apply the 3 different marketing methods which we have discussed earlier in the ideation process. Next one is
prototype. The 3 different marketing methods is strategy A, strategy B, the strategy C. The strategy A is social media, strategy B email, strategy C in-store. 5 stores per strategy.
Which means we are going to choose 5 stores per strategy and we are about to check for the weekly sales of the particular stores. Okay, and we are staying for 4 weeks sales data. And finally, testing. I'll explain this. Testing is the process wherein we will be applying the ANOVA method. One-way ANOVA we are going to apply, wherein we will be using the F test, and in which we have got the parameters like this. F test value will be 5.2 and the parameter is 0.015, wherein we will be finding the significant difference between the strategies we have made, and therefore we can conclude to a decision that strategy A outperforms others, which means social media inputs increases the sales of the particular store. So this is how we perform the design thinking approach on the retail marketing source. This is our second scenario we have already discussed, which is coming under the medicine field, which are dealing with the medical painkillers.
Scenario 2, medical painkillers. Empathize. Doctors need to identify the most efficient painkillers for post-OP care. Define problem. Which drugs provides the best average pain relief? Ibuprofen, paracetamol, and naproxen.
So this is our empathizing condition here, that the problem statement is, here the doctors are needing to identify the most effective painkiller. So here we have 3 types of painkiller. One is ibuprofen, second one is paracetamol, and the third one is naproxen. So in under 3 painkillers, we are going to analyze which one is performing well. This is our problem statement. This is our empathizing condition. Second one is the defining. We are defining the 3 cases here. Next slide.
Ideate. Standardized surgical and dosage conditions. Measure pain on 0 to 10 scale.
Here the ideation process is coming under the third case, which is we are going to standardize the surgical and the dosage conditions, which means the painkillers effectiveness can be checked with the dosage conditions and the surgical conditions as well. So that thing we are going to take up on hand, and we are going to measure the pain under the scale of 0 to 10 on the 3 different painkillers here. So that is our ideation process. We are going to measure and record the effectiveness of the 3 different painkillers mentioned earlier. The fourth one is
Prototype. 3 drug groups of each 10 patients each. Measure pain score after 6 hours.
now we are prototyping the case here. What is our prototype? Which means we are going to have 3 drug groups, which means one is ibuprofen, second one is paracetamol, and the third one is naproxen. So under each of the painkillers, we are going to implement for 10 patients. So after 6 hours of implementation or giving the painkillers for the patients, we are going to see the score of the pain of the particular patients under of the each category here. So that is what we are going to do under prototype. Next one is testing. So this is what we are going to test here. So what we have tested is we are going to test the painkillers effectiveness of the 3 painkillers which we have discussed here. So on testing it with the help of one-way ANOVA method, we have got the parameters listed like this, and we can notice a significant difference among the 3 parameters noted earlier. So what we can conclude is, on the deciding factor, we will notice that the naproxen is the most effective painkiller as discussed. So under the scale of 0 to 10, we have noticed that no pain can be inferred from using naproxen painkiller. So this is what we implement design thinking approach in our retail marketing and the medicine field. So we will continue, or we will have some more problems related to mathematics in the next classes. Thank you.